Hey, good afternoon, ranchers. Boy, have I had a day. I bet you've had those too lately. And you probably noticed that my mindfulness time with you today, well, it's coming in a little later. And if I were you, I might be wondering, well, what happened, Marcia? You're always pretty consistent. I try to be, but my life journey happened today. And truth be told, I had to intentionally, I'm still a learner here, folks. I had to intentionally remind myself it was okay. It was okay, just like I remind our collective gathering here. It's okay to move with life and move through life and not get something done when you should have. You know how I think about that should. We should never should on ourselves. And although I knew that my mindfulness with Marcia message needed to get out, life was also happening that I needed to attend to. Now I'm not going to get all religious on you here because mindfulness can be very secular or it can be aligned really sweetly with one's spirituality. But I'm sharing my life and what happened this morning. And so there's a little bit of Christianity rolled in. And here it is. I'm driving to work in my Jeep and I love jamming to tunes. But usually in the morning, and I like all kinds of tunes too. I mean, I'm all over all these stations. But in the morning, I listen to this Christian radio station because I love the uplifting messages I hear in the songs. And I want to start my day mindfully reflecting on happiness and joy and singing along or receiving the messages of hope. Well, that's my jam. That's my intention right now. That's what I want to do with my life. So I don't know, I might be halfway to work and Jeremy Camp sings the lyrics, Lord, keep me in the moment. I wish I could sing. I'd sing it to you, but I can't. Keep me in the moment. I don't want to miss what you have for me. And I know out loud, I just went, yes. And I probably did this too. I don't recall, but yeah, mindfulness 101. Keep me in this moment so I can enjoy now. Now, as I'm driving the Jeep and watching cars around me and being in the moment and not in some autopilot zone. And I'm not fretting about the past nor the future because, friends, there's nothing we can do about it anyway. And furthermore, this very moment needs to have my attention, just like right now. This very moment that I'm sharing with you about my morning and my day needs my attention, and you need my attention to be with the message. I don't want to miss it. I don't want to be that, well, you just do mindfulness with Marcia and you just talk about something, you know. No, I don't want to miss what's going on in my life, this moment or any moment. I don't want to get stuck in autopilot. Now I was on Boy Scout Road. Yeah, that's where I was. I was on Boy Scout Road and I was kind of finishing drinking in that reflection when one of my favorite songwriters, Danny Gokey, sings, it all comes down to this, love God and love people. And then I go about, because I'm really close to coming under that signage at the ranch and finding my parking spot. But today, I needed to love people in moments that, quite honestly, may never, ever come again. And even if they do, they won't be the same as that very moment. And I did change my plans to be in the moment because I do love God and love people. I work at the ranch because I love the these kids. And I love the staff. And I've learned to love all the ranchers because, well, it's like a group hug. We all care so much about the children and the families that we serve. So finishing my mindfulness with Marsha message, well, yeah, I had scheduled it, but like Goki Sung said, it came to my mind again. I needed to do at that point what mindful living means to me. And what mindful living means to me is staying in the moment and loving people. So here I am. Here I am, kind of looking around, thinking, kind of in a mess, got a lot more to do. But I need to remember what mindful living means to me. So here I am, and I want to ask you, what does mindful living or mindfulness in your life mean to you? Yeah, it can be about formal things like meditation and specific practices. But I've also shared with you to make it authentic, to make it stick, to make it be there in the times that you need it. And not just at the formal times when I go over here, when I'm at home and I go over and I sit on my cushion and I do my meditation. I need it to be responsive. I need it to be able to be sure that it trickles out of my life in a way of kindness and compassion for others. And I know those of you ranchers who are listening to me, you want to reweave that tapestry too, perhaps to include mindful living. If not for anything else, but not to live on a rigid schedule and to be on autopilot all the time and to not have time to be with people you love or do things that you like to do. To maybe not be, we were at a culture conference today and it was about happiness and how wellness and happiness come together. To be happy, to be hopeful, no matter what this crazy life throws at us. And to feel like we're in control, that we're not just being drugged down the river, but that we have some control and can say, at this time I'm going to flow along, or at this time I'm putting my feet down on the ground and I'm going to stay firm no matter what the flow is. So this week, in your pause, think about, what does mindful living mean to you? And we did something similar to this many months ago, probably when I first started, way over a year ago. Do you want to taste it? Or do you want to supersize it? Do you really want to feel mindfulness? Do you want to have a life that is perhaps more happy, more resilient, that has more time for the things that you want to do? It can happen. I'm living proof that it can happen. But I have to tell you, it takes passion and commitment to do the work. You have to do the work to rewire this brain and to be able to take out some of those old habits and put in new. Put in new so that, like me today, it popped up when I needed it. I didn't just do what I always did and just go, well, sorry, I got to schedule this. I just got to go. No, it popped up. And I was able to remember what I was mindful about this morning when I heard this song. And then I was able to put it into practice and worry about getting to mindfulness with Marsha later. And now look, I had something to share with you that happened just hours ago. So it can happen for you too first. And I just want you to think about, what does it mean to you? And whatever you choose, the small, the super, whatever, I'll be here to cheer you on. Because in a way, it's a little bit selfish. I need each of you to cheer me on too. We can do this together. So until next time, please stay safe and be well.